Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some reactions on wedding dresses because Julie sent us in the idea that maybe we should do some wedding dress nightmares. So here we go.
I just ruined my reception dress and I'm 7 days late for my wedding. Start us off by saying I'm not going to bash the business or the tailor or whatever, but I just want to show you what happened. So this is the dress that I bought. You can see it's like a cat eye neckline. Love her, from Anthro. Honestly, she fit me great. It was just in the bust area that it was like not against my skin. Like that was the only area I needed to get brought in.
I'm not sure.
I brought it in. My gut told me to get out. Like the tailor wasn't there, so she FaceTimed her in and she started putting tape all over it. Like, and she kept pulling on the points and she was like, well, bring it in from here. And I'm like, no, like bring it in from the side. Like I don't think that you should be touching the point part of the neckline. Whatever. I was running short on time. I was like, fuck it. Gonna call today that it's ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, what do you
That
think
looks like
of
it's
that?
painful.
It does look like it's pinching, but it almost gives her, it looks like nipples up at the top.
4 of them.
They took from the middle. They opened up the middle and they sewed it inward. So the neckline is now completely different. Again, for reference of what it should look like.
Oh, wow. That
So
looks
naturally I
really
freak
good.
out. I come home, my fiance's like, we gotta go back. So we go back. They tell me that they're gonna add fabric back in and expand it back outwards, but they can't promise it's gonna fit on my bust. And at that point, I don't care. I'm like, just sure. But I have no faith that this is going to be resolved. Like you can't really like re-big a dress. Oh, not to mention it's so tight that she couldn't zip it. Granted, like it zipped very easily before.
How does that happen where before it fits perfectly, and then when it comes down to the real deal, game time, so to speak, all of a sudden it doesn't fit?
Because they cut the crap out of it.
It really did look like it shrunk
They
down, but
they
when they
cut it like so that it wasn't all the way, like it wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was like here instead. So they took out part of the back. I'm not sure how they did
now
it with that
if
design.
we heard their side of things, they would say, "Oh, well, she gained some weight and stuff, right?"
Probably.
Because it
Probably.
looked really beautiful first.
Yeah. I like the flower design.
The flower was neat.
She couldn't zip it and then the hook snapped. So they claim that they're going to fix my dress by Wednesday, but I just went out to Anthropologie and buying
Oh,
it.
so
I'm gonna
Anthropology was talking.
see if, it turns out okay and then I can return the new one that I'm buying, but I don't have any faith in that. So anyway, that's the story of how I had to buy my reception dress twice and my tailor ruined it. Not to mention I also bought 2 wedding dresses, so I'm really just buying 2 of every dress.
Would you want your son to marry somebody that had that grin? Look at that evil grin look on her face.
She
That
looks
looks
a little
crazy.
mischievous there.
Definitely. All right, let's see the next one.
Got your favorite
My
type
wedding
of
dress
nose
was
ring.
ruined by the person who was supposed to be altering it. Okay, so basically my wedding dress it's like this beautiful dress from David's Bridal, and it's got like a lace overlay. It was only like $320 something dollars.
No idea
And
how
I
she
took
got
it
it
to
for
a tailor
$300
who was like my coworker's sister. Okay, so keep that in mind. And all I needed her to do was like take in the boob area a little bit and make it shorter. She did both of those things. It was great. She was very responsive. I loved it. And then when I was going to pick up the dress yesterday, she takes out this pen and she goes, okay, so you see this pen? I was like, yeah. She goes, so it's like, watch what happens. And she like drew a line on the silk underneath part of the dress and it's like bright blue. And I was like, what is she doing? And then she takes water, sprays it, and it like disappears. And she's like, so this ink is like meant for tailoring, and it, gets rid of the lines, the markings that you do when you're cutting it. And then she's like, but for some reason, the overlay, I don't know why, this has never happened to me before. I don't know why, but the overlay, like it won't come out. Like I sprayed it and it won't move. It won't budge. And I was like,
Okay, so somebody literally puts tailor's markings on your dress
Yeah.
because they're going to tailor them, right? And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, where it disappears on most of it, for some reason on the important parts, it's not disappearing.
The lace overlay, it sounded like. I think that maybe because it's cotton, it absorbed more because it sounded like the other material was satin or something silkier.
Now, I notice you said red flag at 350 for the price. So whenever there's 350, you're probably dealing with materials
That's
that are a
true.
little iffy.
I mean, she didn't mention that she got it on any sort of clearance. So
She does have that nose ring though, so I don't know if I can believe her.
Okay. So first she's
Got, like,
showing me it's like
multiple
the
nose rings.
underneath
She
part. So the
actually
top
has
layer, she's
every
like flipping
kind
it,
of
and
nose
in the
ring.
Yeah, she
seam you can
does.
see there's these blue
Yeah.
dots, and there's like 30 of them. But she shows me the first couple, and she was like, so they're showing, and then she flips it over, and I was like, oh well, if they don't show through the front, like I really don't mind. Like it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Still like a little annoying, but I was like, whatever. But then she was like, but then, you know, as we go around, like there are some on the outside that are showing, and I see, and they're like, okay, I wish I had saved a picture, since I'll tell you how I fixed it in a second, but the dots were like that big, but they're bright ass blue, but like more blue than that, like bright neon, like a highlighter blue. And she's showing me, and she's like, so they are, like, I'm really sorry, they are showing, but like it's still a beautiful gown. And I was like, yeah, I mean,
Yes,
you definitely did a
something
really good
borrowed,
job. I
something
just
blue.
and I was like, do you know how else it could come out? And she was like, no, like this pen is supposed to be like water soluble. And I was like, okay. And so I was just like, oh, okay. And then she doesn't offer any sort of discount.
But you want to know something? $350 when you're broke is still a lot of money,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
it's a lot of money, just
Yep.
not for a wedding dress.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And then she goes, so the total is $220. And I was like, yeah, that's what you said originally, but now that you like fucked up the dress, I was like, okay. And like I'm really bad at confrontation, so I just paid it. Like I Venmo'd her, and then I left, and then I was like, maybe if I can get them out on my own, it's fine. If I can't, I am gonna ask for like a refund for at least partial, like 200, like if I can get like $100 back, that'd be great. So like obviously it's still like a big deal, like I'm still upset about it, and it's like annoying me, but you know, and like, but in my head I'm like, oh, the dress was only like a little over 300, so it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but like it still is. I'm only wearing this dress one time.
It is a big deal,
I
but
know.
if it was a big deal, she probably should have saved up a little more and went to a higher quality vendor or
Yeah,
something,
I
right?
guess the moral of these stories is pick your alterations properly.
Yes.
And in 1 week. So I bought rubbing alcohol. I tried that. It did not move. Like this shit isn't moving. I tried getting a Tide pen and very carefully like blotting it and seeing nothing. My friend suggested I take it to like a dry cleaner to get clean, but I'm like, this is shit I now have to pay for and take more time. It's a week before my wedding. I'm already so stressed and trying
your
not to break
dress.
out in acne from stress. I'm also on my period right now, so I'm like, I don't have time to be
Probably
doing all this
TMI.
shit. I'm like trying to take care of myself. I'm just really annoyed. And I emailed her and I was like, can I have a discount, or like, can I get some money back? Like, I can't get the dots out.
Next one says local formal store charges plus size fees, part 2.
Local formal store charges plus size convenience fee for plus size gifts. As you guys have probably already seen my part 1, I was talking about how local dress shop here in West Virginia, Virtue Boutique in Cerrito, charged me and all my bridesmaids convenience fees for being plus size and ordering plus size dresses from a plus size wedding designer who does not charge extra for plus sizes.
Oh,
And how my
okay.
mom and I fought it and we lost. Moving on to part 2, my dress is in. Okay, my dress was supposed to have a corset back. I get the dress, and it's not. It has a zipper back.
Now, wait a minute. I was always told that when you order something, especially something that you pay a lot of money for, if there's anything wrong, you need to kind of speak up about it right away. If it's supposed to have a corset back, whatever the corset back is that like a ribbon bow or something?
It's the thing that
Oh,
goes.
that thing.
I think
Yeah,
you said you didn't like those.
right. And then if you have that and then all of a sudden it's a zipper, well, you're obviously getting the wrong dress.
Yeah, and the corset, you won't know this, babe, but for a plus size person, it gives them that hourglass shape
Oh,
because they can tighten it in the certain areas to make it an hourglass shape. So it's super important. I mean, she probably ordered it for the corset specifically. Like a lot of plus size women do that.
but if you look at the face of this woman right here, how we paused it,
Yeah, that's pretty
that's what
awful.
you'll look like when you have that corset on. And I don't.
I can't breathe.
So it was the wrong fucking wedding dress, and I was pissed. I was in tears. They're like, oh, we can fix it. We can put a corset in the back. And my
You
mom
better
said,
put
well, I'm
that
not paying
corset.
for it. They're like, oh, but you have to.
No.
So it was my wedding.
No.
Whatever. You know, they fucked up. They couldn't prove it because the woman had gotten fired. Okay.
I get her in the best poses. Look at that eyeball right there. That is crazy.
That's
I,
after 2 hours
I
in the
feel
corset.
I feel like I'm gonna be on this woman's side, not size, but side. Because that is kind of a bummer when it's like wrong from the get-go, and then they're like, but you are gonna have to pay for it.
I don't know, but
Especially if her consultant got fired.
I've heard other stories where things are not the way that they supposedly were ordered, and like makes you want to like take a picture of everything, like the order slip when
Oh,
you're there.
that's a good idea.
Make sure we have it documented exactly what we ordered.
That's a good idea.
So we already lost the battle on the plus size convenience fee. We went around and around with that woman. My dad went down there.
I wonder if they told
It was
her about
bad.
the fee ahead of time.
So it's just,
No, she said it's a plus size store, so why would there be a fee?
Well, she said it was a plus size designer because they do a lot of designers will design for both normal size and plus
yeah.
size, and there is a plus size upcharge. So
So
technically, you're using more fabric.
you probably caught the BS right off the bat where I didn't. She's making it sound like because they do plus size, there shouldn't be a fee, but in reality, just because they do plus size doesn't mean they don't do
Well, she said
regular
they were
size.
a plus size designer. That makes it sound like they only do plus size.
and the dress is too big
Oh. Why you
because
have
I lost
corset?
weight, which is
Oh.
why I wanted to corset back to begin with. So when she did the corset, she didn't do a corset how she's supposed to. She did the corset to where it completely cinches, which is not what I wanted. And my mom was like, well, you know, this still is not right. This is still not right, and I'm not paying for this anymore. The woman was like, oh, well, I don't know if we can get this fixed by your wedding. My mom was like, it's 6 months away. What do you mean that you can't get this? We're like, oh, well, we're backed up. And my mom said,
Well, wait,
you've already
so-
ordered her the wrong dress. You charged her a fee for a designer that does not charge extra. So you all pocketed that money. And not only that, we went there to pay my cousin's dress off. They had lost every single payment that we had made. So we ended up paying for that dress fucking twice. They didn't care that we had the canceled checks.
So here's where I think she might be fibbing, babe. She's saying that she had cancel checks to prove her payments.
Yeah.
Okay, if cancel checks go back to a bank and it actually was withdrawn, no company in their right mind is going to bill you twice.
I would certainly hope not, but this just sounds like a nightmare on so many different levels. The mom is right to defend her and say that they shouldn't be paying anymore for this.
I always assume people are lying. I'm going to say that the company's in the right and the person's in the wrong.
No.
So long story short, don't go to Rose Tree. There was never one apology from the owner. We turned them into the Better Business Bureau. We turned them into the Attorney General. They won every single argument.
In her case, she probably paid for things, but if she legitimately paid twice, she should be able to just say, hey, here's my receipt. You cashed the check,
Right.
you know?
Because they can see where the check has been cashed.
Yes, and
They
you
can
can't.
they can actually contact her bank, get the check image of how it came through to them once it was cashed.
Good point.
So did I wear my wedding dress my whole entire wedding? I had my wedding dress on for like 20 minutes. Ceremony, pictures, done. I bought a reception dress for $20 at Deb, and it
Aw.
fit perfectly.
Was
So
it
was
her or
this
the
one?
previous one that said that they had 6 months? She could have
No, it
kind
was
of
this one.
she could have backed out and went to a completely new wedding
Yeah, I mean,
dressmaker.
technically she did the right thing by getting her wedding dress well ahead of time because not only unless she bought it off the rack and that was 6 months into it, to order a wedding dress is like 9 months.
I got my wedding dress in the mail. Well, my second wedding dress.
Wait,
Because
why is she getting it in the mail?
the first one I got from Odd Muse, I took it to a tailor, and she absolutely, I don't know if I can be able to show you, botched it. Look at that length. different.
Like a regular
Right
dress.
here.
You mean like not a wedding dress?
Yeah.
Well, that's
She also
probably why she was able to get it
did something
online
really
in a
weird
box.
here. And like basically
Oh.
like ruin the seams and with like this. And I just didn't like it anymore.
I think that's probably inexpensive enough where you could just buy a couple dresses and take your
I mean,
change your
I
mind.
don't know. I suppose there could be some more expensive dresses online. I can't tell what the material is. There are some plain dresses like that are like made out of satin that are like surprisingly more expensive than you would think, but I wouldn't think that would come in a box.
She's frugal. Yeah.
Like it felt frumpy when I put it on. Like I just
It's gonna feel
didn't like
frumpy.
it. So I ordered another one.
So she does the
My
same
wedding
thing.
is
That's the definition of
literally in
insanity.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Like this
Thursday,
one,
6 days.
promise.
Wedding on Thursday. I
Same
ordered a dress.
place to get
from
altered again.
Zazie. I don't know how you say it. I want to see it. I've been waiting for this. I ordered it on the 1st of October, and it's now the 10th of October, I think today is, or the 11th of October. This is what it looks like. The box is damaged, but it's okay.
I hope it's okay.
It's so cute.
I would think that buying a dress online would be a mistake. You got to go in person and try it out and stuff. But I mean, again, if you're buying something for just a couple $100 and it's not breaking the bank, you can afford
yeah. There's no way I could order a dress online.
It's amazing. It comes in a little bag, like a garment bag.
Well, good sign. It's at least in a garment bag and not a plastic. It's a bad saying made in China.
It's got cute little like pearl accents on it as well. And my earrings are gonna be pearl. So I'm gonna be doing like a little cute bun. And then this.
That looks pretty.
A veil always makes. I like the lace on
I'm
it.
actually obsessed. Oh wow.
Okay, so it is a different dress. Likes plain dress. Oh, that's kind of a cool back, though. She does really good in it.
She can rock that dress. I'll give it to her, but it does kind of look promish. Looks like
Do
something
you think
you'd
it's
wear
just
for your
because it's
prom.
plain and it doesn't have like lace or?
Probably, but I actually like that. She looks like the top of a wedding cake.
Yeah, you know what would do it is if she had one of those sparkly belts around the middle.
Yeah.
Then that might make it more like a wedding dress. Also, if she put the veil back on.
What do they call it? A corsage, or what's that like flowery stuff on? Maybe. I'm thinking of prom instead
That's
of a
prom.
wedding.
No corsages for weddings, babe. That's a bouquet.
Or if these are the straps that go up, because it's come with like two.
No.
So they can go down, they can be up.
I like it better down.
Completely.
No.
So I'm just not fully curious. I'm not fully sure which one I like the best.
I like this one.
I'm gonna go to the, what's it called? Taylor's literally right now. And tell them like, I don't have long.
I don't even need what she would need to have done.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with it.
Great.
Okay, let's talk about her real quick. I think she is going to make somebody a wonderful bride because she seems really down to earth. She doesn't even have her nails manicured right? That looks like something she did
Of course you
herself.
would notice that.
Right. So my thinking is she's probably the type of bride that would make a guy very happy. She looks like she's in her early 20s. Maybe she finds a husband just maybe 2-3 years older than her that's got a good job. It looks like she's ready to
Well,
go.
if he has such a good job, why are they buying dresses online?
What? Yeah, really. Yeah.
I went and picked up my wedding dress today and it's fucked. I got a call on Tuesday saying that the dress was ready.
Her lips.
Then they told me that I couldn't come and pick up the dress until the 22nd of May. I couldn't have my first fitting until the 22nd of May. Now, I was like, I'm not going to wait 3 months to go and get my wedding dress just to see it. I want to come and see it now. The only way that I could do that was to pay it in full. Now, they called me to say it was ready. It was not ready. Wait for this. There are little coffee marks like this all over the dress. There's another coffee mark on the dress. There is a rip in my dress right there. There's a piece of red fabric glued to it. Another coffee stain.
Red.
Look.
Where's
Okay,
the stain? I'm not seeing it.
right now she's picking out things that she sees glaringly because it's her dress. From far away, you totally couldn't see any
Not
of
that
those.
speck.
But at the same time, you can see that her dress is so beautifully done that I could see how even a dot the wrong place would upset somebody. So I can see where she's coming from because she didn't spend $60 or $300 on her dress. She spent so much more, you know?
There. There are 2 buttons missing. They're
Oh,
also all not aligned
supposed to be
correctly. They're so
covered.
loose. Loose threads everywhere. The lining is ripped in multiple places. Underneath all the buttons, there are these bright blue pen marks everywhere.
Oh, it's the pen
Chef's
marks
kiss.
again.
More blue pen marks everywhere. The
Those were
zipper is of
alteration
horrendous
pens. They should
quality,
wash out
and
just
there's
fine.
stitching just loosey-goosey all over the place. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but the lining of the dress is also the complete wrong color. Pen marks everywhere.
Wait, how
Black
did the
stain.
lining change?
Anyway, you get the idea.
Wants to be a perfect bride. So in her case, I feel like she's a little bit more warranted in her pickiness, because where the other ones kind of, they didn't take it as seriously as she did. She really took the dress serious. I think I think she's being a little crazy about it, like, right, a little dot here and there
Nitpicky.
you can't see. But again, that dress probably cost a 10,000 bucks or something crazy.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Did she mention how much it cost? Or is this from alterations, or this is how it arrived? It's almost like that's how it arrived.
Well, this is part 2, part 1.
So
Oh.
basically what I've done is I have sent them an email. I've sent them a nice email. I haven't been a bitch about it yet. But I've pretty much said to them, this is what I've said. I basically ran through all of the issues with the dress, and I said that the sample dress that we saw was incredible quality. It was fantastic. And if the dress that we saw was going to be of this quality that the dress is now, I wouldn't have bought it.
That reminds me of when you go to a restaurant and the waiter serves you food that you're like, did you not look at how that was done before? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
something's wrong, or it's like clearly not appealing and they don't do anything before they serve it to you. Like things are expensive. If it came in like crap with the wrong underlay color, that should be taken care of. Sample dresses are usually more damaged because multiple people are trying them on. That's why when they have sample dress sales and things like that, you have to be careful about what ones you pick. But it sounds like this is the sample dress.
Oh, wouldn't that be horrible if
What
it's
if they
just someone
switched it
it's
out?
someone else's refund and then oh my god.
That's what I was wondering. Like maybe somebody returned it or like canceled the dress and they just were like, here, you can have this one.
And being a wedding coach, content creator, like I'm very meticulous with this sort of stuff. I am a perfectionist, and I would have, and I absolutely asked the question, is it 100% ready to go? And they said yes. I really hate to be that guy, but I did quote consumer law because I'm well within my rights to ask for some form of compensation for the dress. I was supposed to get my dress altered with them, and there is a lot of alterations that need to be done, and I'm absolutely not comfortable with giving them the dress back for alterations. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I had a really bad experience the first time I went dress shopping, and I found the dress of my dreams the second time I went shopping. Now, this experience has really soiled my entire experience of being a bride. The wedding dress is so important to me, and it's completely wrong, and it's going to cost me thousands of dollars to fix the lining, to fix all these issues, to get it cleaned correctly. Like, do they have to remake a new dress? I'd be really interested to hear if anybody's gone through this themselves. If you're not paying $25,000 for a dress, they really don't give a shit about you.
So when she says that, I feel like she probably did spend 10 or 15,000 on that dress, which brings me to another idea. If you're spending 15,000 bucks, that's like automobile money when I was a kid. I know not brand new anymore, but when I was a kid, you could get a new vehicle for 15 or 16K somewhere, right?
It can be really ridiculous.
Yeah, and like you would expect a dress to be done perfectly. And I'm starting to think that maybe they get returns, and then instead of just calling it a day, they try to give it to other people.
Well, they definitely do like keep cancellation dresses, and sometimes they can resell those to brides. But at least on other shows and things like that, they will let them know this is a cancellation dress. But usually they're still in better shape than what she got, even.
But that one girl a couple videos back that spent 300, I
Yeah.
feel like she went right to the clearance rack and said, "I'll take
Oh,
one of those
there
returns."
when I went wedding dress shopping with my friend Morgan, like it was, I think her budget was 1,000, and we ended up having to go over because 1,000, it's really hard to find anything.
I know
1,000.
you gave her.
I am
Okay.
so pissed off. So, my wedding is next week Saturday, October 4th, right? This is the dress I bought.
Okay, let's pause this for a second.
Look at the
Okay, so this is the
She's got
first
way
dress
too
that
many
she got,
girls
right?
hanging out.
She's got the twins hanging out. This looks like, God, it's so weird. Is she a short person with
Well,
really wide
it
shoulders?
looks like it needs to be pulled up and in
Okay,
significantly to me. Like
right.
it looks too small for her because it's like so spread out. It's almost like she's like sausage and like busting out.
But
I
if
know
you
that's kind of
really
mean,
want a
but
lot of attention from the men in the wedding,
well,
I
why
mean,
would you? You're marrying your husband.
that's the dress to go for. Okay, so
It's
that's
ridiculous.
the before. So before it looks beautiful, but it's way too
It looks
revealing.
too revealing
Too
and too
revealing.
small to
tits.
me.
Right.
Professionally, of course. Look at the tits, the deep V. Okay? Just remember that.
All right.
This was me when I picked my dress up after they shipped it in. I had lost about this point, I'd say about 30 pounds in between buying it and it
I think
coming. So
it's looking worse.
Okay, so here's the problem I have, because I think this happens with a lot of brides. If you're going to lose even 5 or 10 pounds, a dress is going to fit you drastically differently, because a lot of women will lose weight in their breasts rather than in their stomach or hip area, wherever they're looking for. It'll start with their breasts. So if she lost 30 pounds, that seems really unfair to do to the wedding
Do you remember
dress.
one of the first videos, that the corset one that wasn't a corset?
Yeah,
And she said she knew she was going to be losing weight, so that's why she got the corset,
right.
because then you can make those little adjustments for sizing by letting out or pulling in more. When you have a dress like this without a corset, yeah, if you're planning on losing weight, it's really hard to figure out what size to order.
This dress, we're gonna see the new dress, but this dress again, this is her after she lost 30 pounds. For some reason, this dress makes her look really
I
short.
feel like I'm still feeling like it needs to be pulled up like significantly.
Yeah, it does need to come up. It looks
It looks like it's like an inch and a half,
it
two
looks like it was
inches
built
too.
for somebody that was like a little bit thinner at the shoulders.
So I took it to alterations as a bride does. And she told me, she was like, hey, I just gotta move the V in just a little. And she pinned it for me. I approved it. It looked great. We hadn't agreed upon where it's pinned. Okay? This is today. When I picked it up from alterations. Look at how happy my face was at what my dress now looks like.
I personally think it looks way
Are you
better
fucking
there.
kidding me?
So it does look better. I see where she's coming from. She wanted something more in the middle because now it doesn't look revealing at all. But it does look better, I think. But here's another thing. It looks like in her arms and shoulders, she gained a couple more pounds back.
Well, you know what? I think this actually makes her shoulders look less broad with the fitting, because before it was like the dress was being spread out,
Yeah, you're
like
right.
this,
She
and it
doesn't look
made
so
it
short
feel like
either.
the arms were being
Right,
stretched.
and look at they did
But
bring it up.
now, yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's like fitting her where I think it's supposed to actually be.
She does look prettier in the dress.
I think she looks
Yeah.
way more flattering. that
Let's
way.
remember, like I said,
come on,
remember the
that
tits. There's another angle of disappointment. Look at the tits.
It looks so much
yeah.
better.
Yeah. Can't wait, honestly. Can't wait for my wedding, but
Why don't you
literally
just
nothing can go my
save
way.
The
Just
further
the back
apart
of the
one
dress,
is
I guess. Doesn't look
wedding night thing.
So here's the problem I have. The back of the dress looks kind of hideous to me. Is she going to have that much skin showing?
Well, you're right about her being broad in the shoulders. You can clearly see it, that she's broad chested in general.
And she doesn't look fat to me. That looks like
Mm-mm.
muscle. Like she
Mhm.
literally looks.
Yeah, it's not flattering, and that tattoo's not doing her any justice with it just being a line. that goes down her back.
Is that
like
a tattoo?
That's a tattoo.
Oh my God. I think it looked good. Here's the main thing to remember whenever you're going through a wedding, you probably look absolutely beautiful, and everyone's going to tell you you look beautiful, but in your own eyes, you're going to be hypercritical,
Yeah. I don't know. What do you all think?
I think they ought to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button and
Right.
then come back again next time and we'll do
And I
another
think they need to
reaction.
tell us which is the best one on this, first or the second.
Let us know down below which bride is going to get divorced first. That's
Oh,
what we
there you
really want to know.
go.
Have a great night. We'll see you guys again next time. Bye.
Bye.